Just gone 6 a.m. and Daniel Khalife is escorted to the kitchens of Wandsworth Prison, ready for his shift.
The plan had been to be caught in the act, behaving suspiciously. He wanted to be kept away from other prisoners who might do him harm. The problem was, when he was caught, no further action was taken.
That was the 21st of August last year. In his diary, he wrote "failed," and it was only then that his plan changed to full-on escape.
He did escape from prison, and he did strike up a relationship with another country's secret service. I'll give you that, all right?
This was to be the day the terror suspect would allegedly escape, tucked beneath a food delivery lorry on a makeshift sling created from a pair of kitchen trousers that he'd fixed to the truck 5 days earlier.
As for everything else, you are an absolute and utter total crowbag. Nicking the baseball cap, staying in the public eye, using your card, buying a phone. You got rumbled at every corner you went, and there's no chance you were ever not going to get caught.
When he was finally arrested on a canal towpath, he said he didn't resist arrest, saying he had no intention of running from the charges he faced. I was finally demonstrating what a foolish idea it was to have someone of my skill set in prison, he said. What use was that to anyone?
Your excuses were weak to lame to non-existent. In every other area, you were a proper crowbag, right? That's all I can give you. Status, crowbag, right? Welcome to Tactical Truths, the playlist where we bring you the latest military news, tactical analysis, and stories that matter most to our community. Hit subscribe and join us for sharp insights and frontline perspectives. I'm Phil Campion, former UK SAS, and this is the Tactical Truth. Okay, this week on the Tactical Truth then, we've got my mate Daniel Khalife back in the box. Oh yeah, we have, yeah. There he is, look, in his pants. Shortly after being arrested. If you remember Daniel Khalife, he was banged up in Nick for basically trading all his secrets about what he didn't know about the British Army, because he was, of course, as well as being a convicted Walter Mitty, I think you could call him. Right, I'm a bit harsh on him. No. Daniel Khalife, he was locked up. He had been spying. He spun this massive web. Anyway, he managed to escape from prison. Which, to be fair, and I did give him this before. He did all right. He did manage to escape. When he finally got out of prison, he made a right fist of things and got caught within about 10 minutes on a towpath. There he is on said towpath in his underpants and his socks, a rather fetching ensemble. And off he went back into custody, where now he's just received 14 years. 14 years for his efforts of managing to escape. So let's have a quick butcher. Let's have a butcher's, shall we?
A former soldier who spied for Iran before escaping from Wandsworth Prison under a food van has been jailed. Daniel Khalife cost police more than £250,000 in overtime.
£250,000 he cost the police in overtime. I bet they were happy about it. I bet they're probably his best friends now. Hey, mate, there's a cost of living crisis going on, and he's made them 250 grand. I bet they're proper happy with him. Proper happy.
In a mammoth manhunt.
The taxpayer won't be happy with that 250 grand, though, I'm going to tell you that.
Involving 150 officers when he fled jail.
150 blokes on him to get him. 150 blokes to... That's a lot of blokes. There's more than what come after you on selection, I'm going to tell you that, all right? It's definitely more.
The 23-year-old had been held on remand for spying charges after he contacted Iranian security service members within just 1 month of joining the Royal Corps of Signals.
Just 1 month in the Royal Corps of Signals, and look at what's possible.
Former soldier Khalife used fake email addresses for the espionage and sent details about SAS and SBS personnel to his handlers.
Outrageous.
The attention seeker has now been jailed for 14 years and 3 months after being convicted of spying for Iran.
14 years and 3 months he's got, so... right, let's think. So he escaped whilst he was remanded. So they're going to take some of that time into consideration. So he must have done a fair amount. He must have done a little bit. He'd have done that 3 months, wouldn't he? Although he went on the run, he'd have to wear those funny overalls now as well, wouldn't he? Just sort of like, well, you look like a clown. Rather fitting, isn't it? So, yeah, he'll have had a little bit of time off. 14 years. But probably get out. He'll have pleaded guilty, no doubt. That'll get him a third off. That takes it down a little bit. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, he'll probably be out. Well, if he has it his way, he'll probably be out in about 7 minutes, won't he?
And escaping from Wandsworth. Sentencing, Mrs. Justice Chima Grubbs said Khalife had been motivated by a selfish desire to show off and described him as a dangerous fool.
A desire to show off. We've all got a desire. I like showing off. But I wouldn't be as happy if you called me a dangerous fool. That's what the judge said, by the way. She said that it was fueled by a desire to show off, which I understand. But I don't want to be called a dangerous fool. Khalife, you're a dangerous fool. He is a fool, definitely a fool.
The only sentence open to me is one of immediate custody.
Immediate custody, and make sure you keep hold of him this time, all right? Get him right in there, banged up, okay? Yeah, that's it, yeah, right in the middle. Well, you can keep an eye on him.
Anyone who is prepared to betray his country and subject serving soldiers to an increased risk of harm must be punished.
Absolutely spot on. Couldn't say it better myself. On a serious side, he is a wrong 'un, and he has tried to do something fairly horrendous, and he is going to be punished for it. Is 14 years enough for something like that? That's what I've got to ask. Do you know what I mean? I personally, I don't know. Is it? I know plenty of people would say that it's not enough. I know plenty of people would say he deserves the old OBE. You know the one, don't you? Yeah.
For committing an act prejudicial to the safety or interests of the state, the sentence is 6 years imprisonment.
There you go. She's broken the sentence down, 6 years for this. I think he's got off lightly. I think he's got off lightly. Treason is basically what it is. Treason, isn't it? It's treason. And treason, as you well know, was dealt with. Treason, used to be dealt with differently. And some would have it that it should be dealt with differently. Just saying.
For eliciting information about members of the armed forces, the sentence is 6 years consecutive.
So he only got 6 years for sort of like betraying the armed forces. Again, not enough. Lots of people would argue that's not enough. Lots of people would argue that's not enough.
Consisting of a custodial term of 5 years and a further period of 1 year when you'll be subject to licence.
Licence? You'd never see the daylight again if many people were to have their way. I'm telling you, it's the truth, isn't it? Yeah, that's what many people would believe, isn't it? Key time in the Thames. Off you go.
For escape, the sentence is 2 years, 3 months imprisonment consecutive. A discount of approximately 5% has been made for the late admission to that offence. The total sentence is therefore 14 years and 3 months.
Khalife left.
Oh, there you go. So that is the total sentence, 14 years, 3 months. So that's what he's got to do. But good behaviour will get you a good chunk taken off that, won't it? A good old chunk, you know that.
Material in public locations in exchange for cash in an old-fashioned spy tactic known as the dead drop. His first payment of £1,500 was left in a dog poo bag for him to collect in August 2019. Khalife
He'll be getting a few dog poo bags now, won't he?
also made a second £1,000 cash pickup from Kensal Green Cemetery in October 2021. While being held on remand at HMP Wandsworth for his crimes, Khalife used bedsheets to strap himself to the underside of a food delivery truck.
Right, I'm going to sum up with this. Khalife himself, dangerous fool, delusions of grandeur, Walter Mitty, plenty going on there. But what he's actually done is he's put the lives of currently serving personnel from the armed forces in danger. For whatever reason he did it. For whatever reason. And I don't care what that reason is. All right? He has put the lives of serving personnel in danger, all right, in an act of what can only be described by many as treason. It's treason. It's treason. That's what a lot of people say. That's treason. Treason, right? And so therefore, to only be getting 14 years, 3 months is a joke. It's an absolute joke. All right? For what he's done, you should not be coming out. And I'm probably, I'm leaning towards agreeing with that. I think a lot of people would say that he does not deserve to come out again. Because what's he capable of coming out? Do you know what I mean? And like I say, whether he's been doing it for his own gratitude, whether he's been doing it to big himself up, blah, 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 he has still been capable of putting people's lives at risk who are doing, you know, great things for their country. And so therefore, you're taken out. You should no longer be a threat. And I don't think that there is rehabilitation from that. I don't think he's going to see things in a different light in 14 years' time. I think he'll want to come out and make another mark for himself. It's my personal take on this, all right? So there you go. Wrong 'un, away you go.